Hey, this is David, and this is an update on my new YouTube channel experience after 10 days. So the audio has been pretty good. It's a little buggy, but I'm working through it. It's definitely picking up the sounds of the guitar that I need. Um, and if you notice, my first video was the audio review, so or box opening, right? So I'll just refer to those videos as far as what I'm talking about with the audio. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet as possible. Content type, right? So based on the information that I've seen, recommendations for a channel, content type needs to be inspirational or educational or entertaining. Now, for Curtis guitars, the Freedom guitars and the purpose of them is inspirational. That's not a big part of what we're doing right now. What I'm doing right now with creating the videos in the first 10 days, I'm basically just learning the mechanics, trying to get some videos created that we can use to actually do video editing and marketing for the Real Guitar Company when it launches. It's already incorporated. It's a Real Guitar Company. You can go to the website. It's a real thing, but it's going to get a lot more real than it is today. Right now, every time in the process of reaching our goal, we find another goal and a stretch goal, and we go to it, right? So the latest thing is for the Les Paul style, we're calling them 1957, right? So Gibson Les Paul came out in 1957, and we talk copyrights and things. Gibson did not invent the guitar. They were basically a violin company, and the company that has the Gibson brand right now has very little in common with, if anything, with the folks who started Gibson. They own the intellectual property rights, and you have to be careful using their name and likeness and stuff like that because their lawyers will sue you. However, I don't think it's a very good look for a guitar company to be suing people because guitar players are usually pretty chill. So to that end, I think that Gibson has been very generous in letting its historic 1957 Les Paul style guitar be used all over the world, and it's really been protective of the headstock, right? The headstock is the copyrighted or trademarked aspect of the guitar, which and the brand name, of course. I think that's the case with Fender and Gibson. But anyway, moving the goalpost and I'm calling it the Free-1957 model guitar for legal reasons, because nothing against Gibson or their Les Paul brand guitar. I'll talk more about Les Paul, and I'll talk more about historic American guitar companies. I think Gibson is a great American guitar company. I own a Gibson, and if you don't own one, I highly recommend that you do buy one, because it's a great American guitar brand, and if you can afford it, you should own one. In my humble opinion, I think that you'll be glad that you bought it. It's just a matter of finding the one that works for you. Great guitar company, in my opinion. They didn't pay me to say that. So the 1957 brand guitar, I've gone to vintage wiring and brass stem CTS pots with push-pull by default. So a lot of guitars, we're going to just plan on doing push-pull pots with them to coil split the humbuckers. So the guitars are going to be amazing if I can ever get them produced. The master guitar builder is working hard on meeting the ever-changing improvement list that we've agreed on as a minimum spec list. I mean, he's fully on board with making the best guitars out there. And yeah, so inspirational. My channel is not yet inspirational, but I hope that it will be. That's the point. Educational. My channel is not educational. It can be, but mostly I just play my guitar and demonstrate and lay down the clips. Well, I guess it is educational because I have the equipment, I have the guitars, and I'm putting the sound of the guitar through the equipment down on audio where people can hear it. So it is educational from kind of a reference, material standpoint. I do plan on doing some more educational stuff with this channel, and I'll probably do some educational work and in some other areas that I'm smart in, other than guitar. What I will say about educational is that I personally think that Steve Stein and Guitar Zoom are the best resource on the internet for education when it comes to guitar and music. Steve's the best trainer. I don't even know what to call Steve, right? Steve Stein is Steve Stein. You really can't put a label on him. There's only one, and I intend on working with him and his team for the duration of this year. And that leads me to the next content point, entertaining, right? So my playing is not particularly entertaining right now, in my opinion. I enjoy it. I'm very entertained when I play my guitar. However, I suspect that I may be the only one that's very entertained. When you do just kind of ad lib and play whatever you feel like playing, which is what I do, sometimes some of it is worth recording, and most hit songs only have a couple of riffs that are recurring through the song, and it's the words and the heart of the song that the vocalist and the lyric writers bring to it that make those riffs meaningful, and the words complement the riffs or vice versa, depending on how you look at it. So one of the things that I hope will be entertaining for folks on my channel a year from now, when I can actually play something that might be considered entertaining, be able to go back and look at where I started in 2026 and how far I've come. Now, we'll see how that goes, but whether I get any better at playing the guitar or not, I think looking at the results in a year will be entertaining one way or another. So, oh yeah, I do have a script here just for this, just some notes. It's one of the other things that folks talk about, do you script or not? I'm not scripting or editing anything at this point. Everything's live. I have a script just for this because I'm sitting down talking, and I don't want to waste your time and ramble any more than I just do naturally, because it's the way I am. So 48 hours to sink or swim. One of the things that I've learned from creating a YouTube channel, so let me back up. The first point that I want to put out there for anybody that is trying to create a YouTube channel is I want to second or third or fourth, whatever anyone has told you, that if you're creating a channel, it needs to be either inspirational, educational, or entertaining. That's point one. Point two, you have 48 hours to sink or swim. So the YouTube algorithm will give you some slack and get you out there in front of people for 48 hours. After 48 hours, if people are not staying with you and watching what you're putting out there, you're not going to get a lot of hits on it after that. So I have two sub bullets under here under 48 hours sink or swim. The first one is constant pressure over time. My words of encouragement to anybody trying to launch a YouTube channel is to just keep getting the content out there. right? Keep putting your best foot forward, and don't quit. Constant pressure over time, right? You just never know, right? When you might get to the next point I'm going to get here. But so under this constant pressure over time bullet, I want to say that this is a working site. Curtis Guitars is a working site representing a real product that I expect to go to real people. And I want to explain that mainly what I'm doing here with the site really has nothing to do with making money on YouTube. It has nothing to do with inspirational, educational, or entertaining. The point of this site is that when I produce a guitar, I am going to play that guitar on this channel, and there will be a recording of any serial numbered Curtis guitar that goes to an end guitar player, whether he's a customer or it's a donor guitar or whatever the case may be. My intent is that I will play that guitar to demonstrate that it works, because back to, if you ever heard me talk about this, I can play guitar just well enough to demonstrate that it works. So this is the only job I could get as a guitar player, is to start my own guitar company where I intend to demonstrate that each guitar that we make actually works, and that's my job. That's the main purpose of the site, is to have a video of each guitar that's made demonstrated, right? So when an end user gets the product, the video will be here. I'd like to be able to upload videos of the subsequent owners of the guitars playing those guitars in a playlist. That's what I'm doing with the channel. And hey, if it's inspirational, educational, entertaining as well, great, right? I think that's where we get to the next point under a sub bullet under the 48-hour sink or swim. I guess I'm looking over here at this side of the camera. The camera's actually over here, so apologize. I'm just kind of looking at myself, looking back at me. So better lucky than good, right? So hey, if you're trying to create a new YouTube channel, get your content out there, do your best job. You know, you could think something's not good and it could go viral, and you could make money for years on your video that you didn't even think you should put out there. Conversely, you could put out the best thing that you worked on so hard and it could go nowhere. So better lucky than good, right? Some videos go viral, it could happen for you. And some videos have long-term passive income, right? So if a video hits a spot with an audience and it continues to get views because it's relevant and helpful to people, then you could continue to make money for that on that video for a long time. Now, okay, so I probably, for half of the audience or for some percentage of the audience, I am like, you know, I know this much and you know this much, and I sound like an idiot, right? For another percentage, hey, this is the first time you're hearing any of this, and that's great. So I'm glad I could share the information with you. Please check other sources, and you know, consider the source when you're making your decisions about anything. Let me jump back to the last bullet here so we can wrap this up. I've got all the time in the world, but I want to be sensitive to your time. I want to make the point that one of the things I have to get over is the feeling that I'm sitting here talking to myself. I'm not. Somebody is actually watching this video, and I appreciate that. And I want to be respectful to that person as if they were sitting here at this table with me. I'm just not very good at doing it yet, so I'm working on it. There's a certain amount of nerves that are involved in getting in front of this camera and getting it out, getting this content out on YouTube. Even assuming, you know, few, if any, people are going to see it, it could go viral and a lot of people could see it. So, you know, you just don't know when you put stuff out on the internet where it's going to go. So I will, you know, report that it's definitely, there's going to be a difference between me today doing these videos and me a year from now as far as my comfort level getting in front of the microphone and the camera here on YouTube. Now, in closing, I just want to talk about analytics and stats, right? So after 10 days of being on YouTube creating content with Curtis Guitars, I was very amazed at how much support I got from both YouTube and from viewers. I was not expecting anybody to watch my content but me. I was not expecting anybody to watch the videos of me playing guitars except the people that actually purchased them and, you know, were using it as a way to check out the guitar before we actually meet in person, for them to play the guitar before they buy the guitar or receive the guitar if someone else is paying for it and it's a gift. All those things. And it turns out that actually the YouTube community has just been amazing. So now my modest, keep in mind my statistics are very modest here compared to pretty much anything that anyone is really, you know, working hard at professionally editing and doesn't have kind of the working need for the site that I do, right? I'm kind of unique. I'm going to play guitars. I'm going to make guitars, make great guitars. They're going to go to people and they're going to be able to see their guitar being played on my channel before they receive it. And there's going to be follow through. I think I'm going to be the first guitar company in America or anywhere in the world that actually does this in this manner. And hopefully all guitar companies will be doing this before long, and then you'll be sure that a guitar player has touched your guitar before you, right? So there are some quality guitars that are being made overseas. I've ordered several of them as components or, you know, parts or whatever for evaluation from, you know, what's being done overseas, and I won't get into all that now. But I can tell you with a lot of this stuff, I'm pretty sure that I'm the first guitar player that ever touched it. That should not be the case if you're buying a guitar. If you're buying a guitar player should have done a quality control check on that instrument before you receive it. If you're paying less than $200 for a guitar, you can pretty much bet that that's not the case. So I don't think we'll be able to make guitars for $200. I think about $600 is about the cheapest we're going to be able to produce guitars and have them have the build quality to a standard, and have that standard quality tested and have the guitar played on the channel, deliver the guitar with a hard case. We're at $600. And Poor Man's Custom Shop concept, we'll be able to upgrade pickups. Hey, you know, we'll have some pickups that we support. There'll be, you know, quality pickups, Seymour Duncan, PRS, at least, right? I know I'm doing those. We're already doing those. So anyway, enough of the rant about the actual purpose of the channel, my business purpose and goal, and how I'm trying to help people like you watching this channel or whatever. Let me get to the stats, right? 100 plus unique viewers in 10 days, 230 plus views, and a whopping total of almost 9 point something, almost 10 hours of view time. So for 10 days, that exceeds my expectation or hope by more than tenfold. Yeah, there are 100 unique viewers. I didn't think I would have 10. So what I've found, and the theme that I've heard from people that I've listened to, you know, about their YouTube channel experience, kind of like this, which is why I'm doing this, is it's a very supportive community. It is a good business plan. It is capitalism at work, right? This is capitalism. This is America. It's not, you can watch this from anywhere in the world. This is people trying to create something that is helpful to other people, and an infrastructure that enables those people to get what they need. the people, the viewers, right? So content creators and viewers, the infrastructure puts them together very effectively, and it has revenue streams to drop. It has revenue stream creation there in order to drive creators to create content, and clearly it's a strategy of if we incentivize masses of content creators, some of them will find the content creators. So from a faith standpoint, right, I'll talk about the Army. This is my airborne hat, right? The Army, in my view, has always been, the Army doesn't create warriors. It finds warriors and enables them to develop and be what they can be, right? Similarly with YouTube, some people are content creators and some people are not. So a lot of the masses will attempt to become content creators, but some of them are content creators. And by casting a broad net like Google is doing with YouTube, they are being very successful in finding great content creators. Just ask the guys that are buying airplanes and helicopters with their YouTube money, and then doing videos. Hey, look at flying this helicopter I bought with my YouTube money, right? YouTube is finding great content creators and getting that content out to people who need it, whether they need inspiration, whether they need education, or whether they need entertainment. Now, I will tell you that this says educational. I will say training and reference. Mostly what I use YouTube for is when I'm trying to do real work, like fixing something around the house. There are people creating content to help me every day, and I'm very thankful for that. So if you're one of those people, I want to take this opportunity to thank you. Now, if you have any questions, I will have contact information available at Curtis Guitars and everything else like that. I'm just kind of starting out now, and I don't really think I have any more to offer than what I've already put out in this video. And I think that the best thing I can do to help you is give you back the rest of your time today. Wish you a happy Mother's Day weekend, and let you know that you're welcome to reach out to me. I will do my best to get back to you on anything. I just don't want to encourage people to reach out to me to ask me questions that I can't help them with, because it wouldn't be a good use of your time. So pretty much, yeah, I'm a beginner at this. So if you're asking me for advice on how to do YouTube, probably not a good way to go. If you're using me as a data point along with other people who are giving you feedback on creating a YouTube channel, I think you're on the right track. So anyway, thank you for participating. Watch the channel, and I will get some editing software and do some content improvements as a next step, and that's probably going to be a 30-day goal. It's hard to say right now, but I want to wrap it up by saying thank you and that the experience has been amazing, unbelievable. 10-day experience. If I'd known it was going to be this much fun, I would have done it 10 years ago. Start your YouTube channel if you haven't. All right, have a great day.